Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to an episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers.
That's it.
All right, let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this reaction.
As we're dating, there was a time where I end up being pregnant. Not with him, of
Not
course,
by me.
but not by
Wow.
him. I end up pregnant. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So then I end up getting an abortion by myself, and it was the most horrible visit I've ever done. That moment where I was like, how did I get here? Like, I had this beautiful...
By fucking. Yeah. I don't know. I think I learned this around, like, 5th grade or something like that. I think that was what happened. They teach you about intercourse. Usually means when the penis goes inside the vagina and it keeps thrusting in and out, maybe a few good strokes, and before you know it, a semi-clear white fluid goes inside of the young lady, and there's a whole lot of swimmers in there. Goes to her egg, fertilizes that bitch, and before you know it, 9 months, there's a child. You know what I'm saying? I thought we all knew that. You know what I'm saying? So she's going there at the abortion clinic, confused, wondering like, how did I get here? Yeah, you were getting fucked. You were getting clapped. Very disappointing too, because she's Asian, right? You're kind of hoping that Asians pretty conservative. You're hoping that she's not out here smashing, but she definitely is cheating on her man, right? Despicable stuff, right? And trying to get this abortion, I guess just to finesse the husband or something like that. I mean, it could have been worse. She could have got the abortion, or no, kept the child and then pretended like it was him, unless it was a black guy. If her husband is like white or Asian, and then she cheated with a black guy, that's a no-go. Yeah. But let's keep going though. I want to hear how this how her bad decisions play out. All right.
How did I get here? Like, I had this beautiful, wonderful man of God. I am pregnant and I have this abortion. I'm doing all this in secret. It was so heavy that I had to tell him. And when I tell him this last time, he's gonna break up with me. I broke his heart like 8 times. And then this is the last time. I'm like, there's no way he wants me back, ever. And then so we talk, and he said, well, did you ask God for forgiveness? I'm like, I did. Did you forgive yourself? I'm like, I don't know. Well, I love you and I still want you to be my wife. That was my moment that I felt God's mercy and grace for the first time ever.
That was the end of the video. So that was the first time you felt God's mercy and grace for the first. That was the first time ever. It wasn't the first. Okay, all right. So it wasn't the first 8 times. Because you remember she said she broke his heart 8 times. So what was the dastardly things? What was the 8 dastardly things that you've done? That was the first. Hey, listen, bro. This is what I've realized. I think a lot of guys have realized, right? So ever since the pandemic, I feel like the church attendance has dropped tremendously. Like, churches are not racking it in like they used to. They're bringing a lot of money and all that stuff. A lot of people aren't going to church as much, especially men. I've noticed that. I feel like men going to church have been declining, especially like in the black church and everything like that. Because I think a lot of these, it's almost like to being a strong Christian at this day and age, you have to be like a super simp. You just gotta turn the other cheek, take a whole lot of BS, and just say, hey, listen, I'm a Christian. I'm just going to take it. And that's crazy. I revoked that. It's like, I just don't listen. She's already destroyed her vows, right? Adultery, and then she also did abortion. All this stuff is secrecy, and she was also lying, right? Because by you doing that, by you cheating, you're lying to your husband. Every day you come to him pretending like everything is good, you're lying. She broken at least 3 commandments right there. So like, it's like, come on now, son. Like, nah, at this point though, we gotta have some type of consequences. What's the point of this is what I don't understand, son. Like, okay, you ask God forgiveness, right? You get forgiveness, all that stuff, man. There's a reason why hell exists, and I understand why people say, oh, hell doesn't exist and stuff, but I believe this is a strong reason why I believe hell exists. For people to have consequences, you got to deal with the problems that you made, the mistakes that you made, right? The fact that you went over there, did his secret, didn't even want to talk. This is just even say the story back. It almost feels like Christianity is just geared towards women at this point, man. It really is. It just seems like, hey, praise the woman, the all great woman, all that stuff. Yo, they make mistakes, but you always gotta forgive. You always gotta take care. I'm like, no, bro. The moment your girl cheats on you, it's done. It's over. It's not like when a dude cheats. I don't care what anybody says, bro. It's a double standard, but it's not even just a double standard. It's also biological. So I just feel like joints can't cheat. Like I think it's even been proven that if a joint cheats, she is a lot more likely to do it again. Of course, if a dude cheats, he's likely to do it again. Let's be real. But I feel like when a joint does, it's more likely, almost like 100% chance she's going to do it again. And the mere fact that she has done it, not once, not twice, not 8. Granted, we don't know what the 8 times were, but I could assume that it was probably all some like cheating stuff. Because you talk about breaking hearts, right? You talking about breaking hearts. To me, I'm thinking it's probably cheating. It's probably cheating. I can't think of any other thing like, oh, you're gonna break up with me at this point. I don't understand, man. Why do we have to be simps? Turn the other cheeks. Why can't we be like the Muslims, right? I don't think Muslims believe in turning the other cheek. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys, if any Muslims are watching, I don't think they have to turn the other cheek. I think it's like, hey, yo, if I get done dirty, son, I'm gonna take you out, son. I don't think the Muslims play around like that. I mean, maybe Buddhists might be like, hey, turn the other cheek stuff, but I don't know, man. I feel like your wife does that, bro. And keep in mind, she has sex raw, son, raw. Monday night raw, son. She was just out here, just spread eagle open, just allowing him to penetrate, thrusting before he released his mayonnaise inside of her crevice. Think about that, right? Before you take her back, there's probably a big chance that he was stroking that joint. Then it came out, slipped out probably, right? And she begged for it to go back in. Who knows? She probably, was screaming, put it back in. She did that. She most likely did that. Or maybe she didn't even do it. Maybe she screamed, put it back in. Or maybe she just stayed quiet, grabbed it, right? Came out, it slipped out. She grabbed it with her whole hand and guided it back in, right? And then, maybe he was hitting him from the back and she's thrusting it back, making sure. He was like, oh man, I'm about to release my juices. Then she thrusts back even harder and stays back there so he can get deep in there and spray the inside of her like a black man with a fire hose during the civil rights era. That was crazy. That was crazy what I just said. That was wild. But it's wild that would happen and you would accept her back. And keep in mind, son, we're living in the modern era, so most likely foreplay usually incorporates oral, meaning most likely she slobbed his knob, right? And there's no mouthwash, no toothpaste, no special Oral-B spin brush that's going to take that away, right? Oh man, bro, God forbid she swallowed the kids. God forbid that she plastered her face. I want people to understand, any guy who's watching this video whose girlfriend has cheated on him, I want you guys to realize that those are the possibilities. Those are the things that possibly could have happened. Matter of fact, dare I say, most likely happened, right? So think about that before you take it back. Girls be like, oh, what about when we envision you getting smashed? Oh, getting smashed, that's crazy. What about when we envision guys penetrating the girl? Yeah, it's different. It just feels like he's the one in charge. He's the authority in the situation. He's out here, smashing, taking names. I don't know what to do. The guy who's smashing you, my girl, I don't know what he's doing. Because the way I move, I smash joints disrespectful when I feel like this is not my girl. I can do anything I want. I'm pretty much using her as my own personal cock sleeve, right? I'm just going crazy, doing tricks, acrobatic stuff that I never thought I would be willing to do with somebody I really loved and cared for. Putting foots on her head while hitting him from the back, son. Like, come on, son. Like, wild, crazy stuff. That's the stuff that your wife or girlfriend is being put through right now, son. And you decided to take her back because of God. God didn't want you to take her back. I feel like sometimes they be saying, I don't think God's like, yeah, take her back. No. She's for the streets. She's for the interstate. She's for the pathway, right? Bring what we call it in medieval times. She's for the chariot route. I'm not sure. What do you want to call that? The desert. I don't know. Right, but yeah, man, this Asian joint, son, she's probably gonna keep cheating. She got away with it again, even with admitting that she had a whole baby, went for the abortion and everything, and he still took her back. You can't save everybody, man. If people want to simp, they're gonna simp. You can't. What are you gonna do? Simp's gonna simp, right? Simps is gonna simp, man. That's crazy. Hey, but what do I know? I'm just gonna edit it, right? Hey, if you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, you always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like because I'm so damn insecure in those likes. Definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, all that fun stuff. And that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.